It's International Record Store Day tomorrow, here and all around the world. So we invited DJ SirVere, aka Phillip Bell,
well done.
To explain. I know that clever play with words to explain this. How I am down with the beat.
No, okay.
See, and it's the way I get away with saying things like that seamlessly that shows I am. Okay, Phil or SirVere, why do you think it is that sales have skyrocketed over the last 12 months?
I think it's a couple of things. First thing, it's cool to like records again.
Yep.
It's quite cool to like them, especially for the hipster sort of clique. I think it's very cool to carry around a 12-inch record. Also, I think there is for us older folk like us.
Yep.
We've got a vested interest in the music as more than just a digital download. Like I like the aesthetic of the record cover, reading the notes, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The new generation doesn't really care.
I was just saying to Anika Moore earlier, cover artists, many hugely famous artists became famous because of the cover art they did on iconic albums.
Yeah, and I think it's about ownership too, because owning a digital download is not really ownership.
It's not ownership.
It's not ownership, but when you have a 12-inch record, which is quite a sizable package, you also feel like you're getting value for money as well. So maybe that's an older thing. Maybe kids don't really care about it because they can download things for free. But
I remember once spending an entire week's wage on a K-Tel Flip-O-Matic. And the Flip-O-Matic plastic device, hideous device, you'd flip one album over and they'd all flip over. It was fantastic. Until you got to the last one when the whole Flip-O-Matic would flip off the shelf. That would be on the floor. There is something too about as you say, it's the ownership, it's the aesthetic. There's something about holding it, about seeing a stylus fit into a groove and the clicks and the dust and things like that. Yep. It's just intrinsically beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I think these are things that the new generation don't really care about. And by the new generation, I mean the digital era. The digital era don't really care about this sort of thing.
But do they realise, do people in the digital world realise that the sound is compromised so that it can be compressed into storage space?
I think I live in both worlds, because I think that's actually a bit of a fallacy. I think that, yes, vinyl does have a better range. Hey, I'm a record collector, so I'm on your side.
Well, exactly.
But however, when I'm DJing at festivals and stuff, people can't tell. People can't actually tell.
Well, that's not exactly a great place to listen to quality music, though.
On a big system, you get the full range.
Yeah.
On a big stadium system, you get the full range. So it's debatable whether, old people, really old people with like reference players will say that that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm saying it's negotiable whether you can actually hear it with a human ear.
Whether you can tell, yeah. All right, the other thing that I've noticed recently, and I travel to the States a bit, and there is a proliferation of turntables available to buy now.
Yep.
So they would not be selling them or displaying them in the quantities they are unless there is a real demand for turntables.
True that, yep, it's very true. I think that is, again, it's quite cool to own a turntable now.
I'm just making a note of that. True that. That's quite hip. True that.
Oh, I should never have done that. Turntables become a nice little accessory in the apartments too. They look cool and they sound good, so yeah, it's a good thing.
True that.
I'm a record collector, so I'm happy. Don't say that. Don't do that. I'll never say it again. I think it's
time to say goodbye to you, Phil. Thank you for. Oh, really? Have I spoiled the word for you?
No, you haven't.
Okay, Phil. Thank you very much for joining us.
Cool.